Ecocha is here in Taiwan, continually scouting out and sourcing singular batches of specialty Taiwan tea to offer exclusively to the Ecocha Tea Club. And this month's batch 54 of the Ecocha Tea Club is a honey Shui Oolong that we sourced from our ongoing supplier of Dong Ding Oolong Tea. And we also sourced a batch in 2018, I believe it was August 2018, batch number 33, if I'm not mistaken, that was similar to this batch in that it was processed as an oolong and it was bug bitten. So the most basic common factor between these two batches is that they were both affected by the green leaf hopper. However, this batch was affected much more so, and from the get-go, so to speak. The farmer saw that the leaves were being attacked by the green leaf hopper when they were just sprouting and cleared the plot of land of weeds, do what they normally do, which is to administer pesticides at the beginning of the growing season when the leaves are very tender and most susceptible to pests. However, he cleared the weeds and all the bugs, particularly the green leaf hoppers, went from the grass and weeds to the tea plants and really infested them more than he could control. So he just decided to let it go and let the whole growing season be naturally cultivated, so to speak. So there was no administering of pesticides at all, and the leaves grew very stunted and gnarled, very minimal, you might say. They didn't grow to their full size, and there was just minimal yield overall as a result of natural pests. And given the state of the leaves and how they were, the effect of the bug feeding on the sap of the leaf leaves scars in the leaves, and they grow curled and gnarled, scarred, and not tender, tough, basically. And this makes it more difficult to process the leaves, specifically to uniformly deplete them of moisture. So, as consequently, the farmer decided to oxidize them heavily. And both the appearance of the leaves and particularly the flavor has a similarity to black tea, small leaf black tea. And it smells like small leaf black tea with a honey-like character to it. This batch is really quite unique in my experience. In that right now I'm smelling a lot of floral, something like roses, really. It's that kind of very heady perfume. Yeah, it's rose honey and with a kind of underlying light, delicate black tea aromatic profile. So this batch was harvested in winter 2019, which is unusual, an unusual time of year to be affected by the green leaf hopper, although that is changing basically due to climate change. Depending on the season these days, or I should say these recent years, have been unpredictable, to say the least, and the weather has stayed warm well into the winter growing season, which is actually quite early. It starts in late September and the harvest happens in November. So yeah, we have a really nice, deep, reddish, orange, golden hue to the brewed tea. And the smell is heady. It's like all over here. I went fairly light. This is about a 200 milliliter capacity gaiwan pot, and I put less than 9 grams in. But this is a darker a heavier oxidation, and it's bug bitten. And you get more complexity in my experience when you go lighter. You'll get more floral, more aromatic notes, and just more complexity in general. Let's see what we got for the first brew. It's still pretty hot. It's mysterious. Cherry wood, something like definitely fruity stone fruit, that kind of dense, sweet character to it. Balanced by enough astringency. Stone fruit. Plum, but yeah, a kind of pluot maybe, and cherries. And now in the nose, it's like rose candy, licorice almost. There's some sort of deep character to it. Kind of, yeah, licorice, or what am I thinking of? Anise, something like that going on as an underlying note. Like a black tea sometimes has, particularly small leaf black teas tend to be sweeter and more delicate. Second brew, equally nicely transparent and golden, rich, orangey color. We feel this batch is particularly singular, or unique is a pretty absolute word to use. The singular quality of this batch is that the extent that the leaves were affected by natural pests on the plant, and then to the extent of their oxidation to warrant the name Hong Shui. And bug bitten factor in front of that would be honey Hong Shui Oolong. So batch 54 of the Ecochateas Tea Club. We think that you will be interested in the unique character of this batch of tea. Please leave your comments in the comment section below here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this video with anybody that you think may be interested. And also sign up for our newsletter if you're not on it already, to receive news about any events that are going on here, and blog posts that we try to represent the local industry and the local culture here in Taiwan. Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you next month.